Hello and thanks for joining me for some more X4 Foundations, where we are building up a trade corporation the lazy way, and by that I mean
Perseus, Vanguard.
we're using the AI pilots as much as we can, and I'm just riding as a passenger.
Entering system.
And,
18 billion.
I might grab the controls every once in a while, but anyway, today we are going to get started on some production. The last few episodes we've been gathering up 3 ships. We've still got 1 ship to get, which is a capital ship. And when I started this series, I did not have the Hyperion pack or the Envoy pack. I did grab those while they were on sale, while there was a whole X4 sale during the week.
Entering system.
That sale will probably be over by the time this video gets uploaded, but so we'll have a couple more ships to get hold of as well. But we've got all these guys working. These guys are all trading for the station. We've got our miner, it's been mining and selling. We've got our elite Vanguard is just doing some exploring. And we are in the Perseus. And we've just currently got this guy set to, or this girl, set to update some prices. But as far as our headquarters goes, which is in Grand Exchange 1, we started with the accomplished scientist start. There will be a link in the description below for the full playlist. But we've just been buying and selling stuff. Oops, let's go into the overview. So basically we've been buying and selling energy cells, medical supplies, quantum tubes and water. Got water coming in here. But of course that is not full profit. We're only making a couple of credits each trade on that. So we have amassed a bit of money now though. And with our start, so if we go into the configure station, we can either go, if I close this down, we can either go to information and to configure station, or we can go plan build straight from here.
Entering Grand Exchange.
We start off with the energy cell production blueprint, but we're going to put in one of these first. And I'm going to put this over here, about there. I'm going to grab that blue line and flip it around and snap that in. That just allows us to build a few extra things and continue on. Alright. Then we're going to grab our solar panel. I'm going to pop that over here and grab that blue circle again to spin it. Move that until it snaps. Okay, so we've got our 2 modules here. We're going to confirm the module change. It shows us the resources that we need for it. We've got our price set to 60%. We'll see how we go. We may need to raise that. We've got, this is how much it's estimating that it's going to cost us, and we do have enough money in our pocket, so we'll accept the estimate. Then we need to assign a builder, so we're going to click on that, and if we scroll out until we find one. So I do have some, we do start off with a few satellites around, so we should pick one up pretty soon as we sort of scroll out here. Maybe. There we go, there are a few there. Okay. They're all a fair way away. Alright. Alright. Where is this one? He's over here. That could be troublesome. We have a lot of xenon in this sector. Let's try and find one that's a bit closer. Yeah, that one might not be too bad unless he tries to go through there. This one will do. We'll take the Paranid. Okay. So he's hired. We've already got Claytronics and energy cells coming in. Vladi and Holy Order of the Pontifex are bringing some in. Alright, so we can... let's close that. Let's come over here. I'm going to grab our courier, who's currently assigned to trade. Instead of trading for Commander, we'll trade for Commander's build storage. And that's going to get him working on buying some of the other things we need. And I think I might also... Look, we don't have a lot of cargo space. But I think we might also get our Perseus onto that as well. So let's clear that. And we'll go trade for build storage. Okay, we'll have a look here. And we'd actually have some... Alright, our Courier Vanguard is already bringing in some hull parts. So all we've really got to do now is wait for the parts to come in. And wait for the construction vessel to get here. So let's have a look here. Okay, yeah, we're off to pick up some more hull parts as well. So we're just going to let this run. Just keep up to date with the estimates. And it's going to take a little while. So this guy is like 7 jumps away. These guys are a while away. Well, maybe not that far away. But they haven't picked up the goods yet. They're going to pick up the goods first so they can bring them back. And this one's 5 jumps away. So I'm going to pause the recording and I'll come back to you in a moment once all those parts come in, or at least when we've got enough in. So long as the building ship is here, it'll start building these for us. But I will see you in a moment. Okay, so a little bit of time's passed. We still have our Claytronics coming in. This guy has gotten closer. This guy here is bringing in some hull parts, but he's been going back and forth from 10 jumps to 9 jumps to 10 jumps to 9 jumps and back and forth, and he's not really getting anywhere. Now, over here, through these argon sections, and especially in here, do have quite a lot of xenon activity going on in here, and I think that might be slowing him down a little bit, making him like change course every couple of minutes. So I think what we might do, so he's gone down to 8. We'll keep an eye on him. He's down to 8 jumps. If he goes back up to 9, I will cancel that. But we'll just see how he goes. Yeah, our guys here are saying that they can't do the trade. That's because if this guy does make it, then that's going to fill up everything that we do need. So I'll keep him on standby, and I'm just going to watch this guy. If he jumps back up to 9 jumps away, then I'll cancel this, and we'll see if we can get somebody else to bring some in, or our own traders bring him in. No, he's gone down to 7, so he might make it yet. But anyway, we'll got all the energy cells in, so I'll come back to you in a moment, and we'll see whether he managed to get through past all that xenon activity or not. But I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, so it does look like he is going to make it eventually. These Claytronics are about to be delivered pretty soon, and we do have a couple of hull parts here, so as soon as these Claytronics get delivered, the cross connection will start getting built. I'm pretty sure our builder has arrived. Yep, there he is there, waiting for the stuff to come in. So they'll get building on that pretty soon. Soon as these come in. Now, another thing, we are going to need a better dock and a pier as well at some stage, because this little dock, yeah, this is what we got when we started the game. It only holds 1 medium-sized ship and 6 small, and we can't dock any large ships here. But we'll worry about that in a little bit. This guy here should be dropping these off any moment now. He's at least in the sector. This guy is getting closer, so alright, in the meantime, I have put the courier back to just normal trading, along with my Perseus, which is the one that I'm on at the moment. This one here. But we can switch them back over to build supply if we need to. I don't think we're going to need to. Now the other thing that I will do, we go into our logical overview. So we were buying and selling energy cells. I'm actually going to remove the buy offer, because we're going to be creating them soon. This is our production unit. It's not doing anything yet because it's not built. Now, something else to note. With your energy production, because it's solar powered, it's based on the sun. Now, if we have a look in...
Entering system. Grand Exchange.
We're going here. This particular sector, Grand Exchange 1, it's got 123% sunlight. So that's actually going to give us a nice little boost to our solar production, as opposed to, let me see, maybe over here. We have a look over here. That only has 76% sunlight. So if you're trying to build energy there, you'd actually be producing a lot less than what you normally would. So anyway, well, let's have a quick look here. Yeah, we can also click over here, and this timer is ticking down, so we do have some building going on.
Entering Grand
Yep,
Exchange.
our cross section has been built. So we are still waiting for this guy to come in, but we've got enough stuff for it to begin building. No, we just ran out, so it's now on pause again. Once this guy comes in, that should be all of the parts that we need, and he's 3 jumps away. So we'll wait for him to come in. I'll pause the recording again and I'll come back to you once he's arrived. Okay, so he has entered the sector. He's still got maybe a minute or two to come and dock and drop that stuff off. But I think what we might do as well, let's just see, we've got a little bit of cash here, so I think maybe what we might do some research. I'm going to go into our player information here and I'm going to set up a trade rule under global orders. I'm going to go create a new trade rule. I'm going to call that Oz internal. I'm going to go here to add and remove faction. I'm going to pick all of them except for our own. And then I'm going to save that trade rule.
Can I help?
Tell him to proceed, or her. All the Talati, well, at least most of them are female. Okay, so we're going to go into research. We're going to do some research, and we'll get started on the teleportation.
It appears some Terran technology was being used to research teleportation over long distances.
Alright, so I'm going to hit start research there.
Please gather the required materials.
And we're going to go into our overview, and in here it automatically puts in a buy order. I'm going to untick, whoops, let's do that again. I'm going to untick this box here and I'm going to put Oz internal. Okay, so that means, so we can't get rid of that buy order because it's needed for this research production that's now popped up in here. But by setting it to Oz internal, it means that only our ships can actually buy the energy cells. Yeah, we're not going to worry about buying them because we're going to be producing them. Yeah, see this little green marker up here? That is the amount that we actually need for that research. Okay, so it's not going to let us sell anything like below that amount. And it's going to ask us to buy up to that amount. So we're just going to leave that as is for the moment. Yeah, our traders should start buying these, but we do need to inject a bit more cash, so let's accept that.
Big words, pilot.
Alright, so let's have a look now. Let's just check on the build. Alright, so this is going to take a while. It's going to take him like another 10 minutes to actually build that. But we do have all of the resources that we need. So now it's just a matter of time for a matter of time until that gets built. The timer's ticking down there. So unless something comes and blows up the construction ship, which very highly unlikely, that should be fine. Alright, and hopefully our traders will start buying some of these for our research. Let's see. Look at what these guys are up to. Buying and selling quantum tubes. You are doing what? You are selling energy cells. You've picked up a job. Yep, so, I mean, we are a tiny little fighter, so we don't have a lot of storage. But he's on the job buying some of those parts for our research. These advanced electronics. And the Courier Vanguards on that as well. We only need 100 of them. You can adjust the pricing, but yeah, they're pretty expensive, but that's fine. We don't need that many. So this buy order is put in automatically when we do the research.
Entering Grand Exchange 1.
Let's check on our building. So we got 8 minutes there. Alright, so I'll come back to you when a little bit of time's passed and we've got our supplies come in for the research and when this is about to be finished being built. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so we'll be done in about 25 seconds and our station will be starting to produce energy cells. The good thing about energy cell production is it doesn't take any other product. Like we could do the meat, which is mainly I think used by the Argon. I'm a little bit rusty, but you know, we would also need to supply that with water. But anyway, our energy is done, so we can come across here now. We've got this cogwheel going, which means that it's working. And we can tick here. So, you know, time until resources depleted, infinite, because it doesn't take any. This shows us how many products per hour. So you can see this little blue circle ticking up. And we've got these cycles. So this is one cycle. So this is not every cycle, this is per hour. We have X amount of cycles in an hour. So when this ticks over, that is going to add like 200 or something. Yeah. So, and then it starts again. This is our bonus that we're getting per hour because of the extra sunlight. And we're bringing in the last 4 of those advanced electronics. Our Osprey is bringing in some more energy cells that he somehow managed to pick up for 10 credits. So this green marker is where we need to be for our research. Well,
Entering system.
yeah, that's right.
Fortune.
So that should that should get us over that
Grand
mark.
Exchange.
So anyway, let's see, how far away is he? He's a couple of jumps away though. So what I'll do, I'll come back to you when we get closer to this research. We've got our production up and running, which means that now we'll once this research is done, we won't bother having a buy offer in there. We'll be purely profit for any energy cells that we sell. But I'll come back to you once he's dropped off these energies, this load of energy cells, which will get this going I've also... Yeah, we're about to drop off this this last 4 of the advanced electronics right now. Actually, we do have all the energy cells we need for that, so I don't know what's going on there. Automatic buy amount. Okay, we don't have that ticked. So this should actually start as soon as we land here, which we're about to do.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Offloaded those. And now we've got the cog. So that is running. That's going to take 10 minutes. So what this teleportation allows us to do is it allows us to teleport from a ship to a station to another ship as we wish. However, there are a few levels of that research, and we're only doing the first one at the moment, which will allow us to see how we've got this teleport option here. So I could teleport from my ship to the station, or vice versa, or to a different ship once we finish that research. But the first level is pretty limited in distance, and you can do more advanced research on that. So anyway, I'll come back to you once the research is done, which will be about 8 minutes for me. It'll be about 2 seconds for you, so I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Okay, so we've got just under 1.5 minutes to go until that research is done. Yeah, that little green marker, it was this one here. Now, I don't know if if I'd accidentally clicked somewhere, or whether it was allocating enough for this research. But basically what that does is that whatever amount you put in here, if you
Ship will be undocking soon.
like have that unticked, whatever amount is in here, it'll keep that amount. It won't sell any unless you go above that amount. But I'm going to turn that off. We can sell as much as we want at the moment. I'll put the price down to 17. I mean, we're making it. And once this research finished, we won't have a buy order, which means, you know, I mean, 17 credits per every energy cell is a pretty decent profit once we start selling that. So, yep, another 15 seconds and we should get contacted by our little friend. So we'll just take a cockpit.
I have finished the teleportation
there he is.
research. I am yet to test it on a life form. Given that I am monitoring your life signs anyway, perhaps you could do the honors.
Okay, so as I said, we are just a passenger in here, but now we can go up here. So we are in the Perseus. We can select one of these. So our station, we can teleport to the station. And now we're at the station. And as long as it's in range, we can teleport back to any of our ships. But it does have a range limitation. And if we go back up, we do have, you know, extra range that we can calculate, that we can research. So at the moment, we can only really teleport within the one system, and I think this brings it up to three systems away, or 3 jumps away. I'm not going to do that one right now. I'm going to wait till we've made a bit more cash, but I think in our next episode, I think we'll go and get the final free ship from the base game. That is. That is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.